Hello, this is Kebayashi, a Japanese cook.
I would like to teach everyone in the world the points to make Japanese food delicious. We will deliver recipes that are as easy to make as possible, so please support us. Today I would like to cook rice using a microwave oven. The rice we use today is Japanese rice sushi rice. Rice is cooked differently depending on the type, so if you want to cook other than the rice you use today, please check and cook each time. It's difficult to cook rice, isn't it? The rice gets burnt or the rice becomes watery. In this video, we will show you how to cook rice in the microwave without failing to make it delicious. The only reason why the rice is scorched or watery is that the rice is not properly submerged. Let the rice absorb water well. If you use this method, you can cook delicious rice in the microwave, so please watch the video. First of all, the amount of rice is 200 grams. I will wash this. The point when washing rice is to wash it off with a large amount of water at first. The rice is dry so it sucks water very well at first. If you soak it in dirty water while sucking water, you need to be careful because it will suck up the odor together with the water. After rinsing with plenty of water twice, drain the water as much as possible and wash it. At this time, if you put too much force on it, the rice will break, so be careful. After washing the rice, water it about 3 times. It is proof that the water is clean when it is washed away and the water becomes transparent. This is a digression, but the way rice is cooked is completely different depending on the type. Japanese rice and Thai rice, European rice, American rice are all cooked differently, so we cook different types of rice. When you choose the cooking method that suits the rice, after washing the rice, add water to make it 500 grams. The first reason why you don't decide the amount of water is that the rice absorbs water when you wash it. If you end up with a total of 500 grams, there is almost no failure. Let's wash the rice first. Next, put the washed rice on the scale and add water. Let's make the whole 500 grams. Then let it flood. This is the point. If this flooding is not done, the core will remain in the rice or the rice will become watery when cooked. To put it the other way around, if you keep this point, it doesn't matter how much fire you have or how much water you have. Make sure that the rice is flooded for at least 1 hour. This will ensure that you can cook delicious rice. We will add water to soak the rice that weighs 500 grams, but it is best to soak it at room temperature so that it absorbs the most water, so let's soak the washed rice at room temperature for 1 hour. If you want to eat rice immediately, you can always eat freshly cooked rice by putting the flooded rice in the refrigerator. It is very convenient to put the washed rice in the refrigerator because it will not deteriorate no matter how much it is flooded. Let's cook the rice in the microwave. When you put the rice in a heat-resistant container, add a small amount of rice oil and a small amount of salt. The small amount of oil has the advantage that each grain of rice becomes independent and does not easily stick to the container. A small amount of salt is okay as long as you do not feel saltiness at all. Even if you do not feel saltiness, the sweetness is outstanding and the rice will be delicious. This is the effect that adding sugar to wasabi increases the spiciness and adding salt to tomatoes increases the sweetness. Adding a little of the opposite makes the original taste stand out. Some people may be concerned about calories and salt content by adding oil and salt, but there is no problem because the amount of oil used is very small and the amount of salt is small enough to taste or not. If you eat it, you may not be able to get it back. Let's cook the rice first. First, take it out once after heating at 500 watts for 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Do not close the lid tightly enough to put it on. The heating time is not enough and the rice has not absorbed enough water, so it is still watery. I'm sorry, I cooked 100 grams of rice in 5 minutes and 40 seconds in practice, and it was delicious, but this time I made it 200 grams, so it seems that it didn't work at the same time. So I will spend an additional 3 minutes 500 watts. Since I am using a glass container this time, it may take more time for the heat to enter. I think 5 minutes and 40 seconds is fine for a plastic container. When making, check the contents once in 5 minutes and 40 seconds, and if there is a lot of water, add additional heating. After taking it out, quickly stir the rice so that the water content is even. Then heat it at 200 watts for 13 minutes. This process becomes uneven. After heating, take it out and mix it with rice. It's done. It's easy, isn't it? The point is that he is well flooded and a little oil and a little salt. Please enjoy delicious Japanese rice cooked deliciously. When delicious rice is cooked, dishes using rice such as sushi restaurants and rice balls will also be delicious. This is a digression, but the way rice is cooked is completely different depending on the type. Japanese rice and is Thai rice, European rice, American rice are all cooked differently, so different types of rice when cooking. He chooses the cooking method that suits the rice. There is also a video of cooking rice deliciously in a frying pan, so please take a look if you like. In this channel, we will give everyone in the world the points to make Japanese food delicious. We will deliver it with a recipe that can be made as easily as possible, so please support us. Please note that the rice will harden if you do not wrap the cooked rice immediately. When you eat it, warm it in the microwave and it will look like freshly cooked. There is also a video of cooking rice in a frying pan, so please watch it if you like.
それでは試食をしていきたいと思います。いただきます。うん、うまっ。とても美味しい。塩を入れたおかげでご飯の甘みが引き立ってますね。塩入れてやっぱ良かった。油を入れたので一粒一粒が際立ってますね。前回フライパンで炊いた時のご飯と比べるとこちらの方がもっちりしていますね。フライパンの方は香ばしく炊き上がっていて、あれはあれでとても美味しいです。電子レンジで炊いたご飯も炊飯器で炊いたご飯と遜色ないくらい美味しいです。ぜひ試してみてください。いただきました。とても美味しかったです。他の動画もよかったら見ていってください。ではまた。さようなら。